Greetings, here we are again, live um, on YouTube. What's on YouTube? We're here. Um, just looking at something interesting there. We're doing some witch runes. I call them witch runes, witches runes there. I've got these cards. Um, they're Buddha amulet cards or something of that nature. Um, and these are them here. I got hold of some. I just found them rather interesting. They're supposed to manifest that feng shui, isn't it? It's supposed to manifest money or wealth or whatever it's supposed to do. And it took ages to be delivered. And upon the delivery, there was a letter on my doorstep, but there was good news. Say no more. So I thought, oh, that's interesting. And they've just got something sacred text written on the back there. And you're supposed to put them in your wallet or whatever. I've put one with my lottery ticket and another one in my wallet and so on. And I thought, oh, that's handy. So there are other Buddhist, these Buddha amulet cards here. I try and say the mantra over them, you know. And that's that. So I've just got a few of them, as you'd say. And I'll just carry a few with me, maybe, and we can probably hand them out to people who we may feel needs a bit of good news, I should say. Is that the right terminology? And so that's that there. So what do you think of that? It's change as good as the rest, I suppose. Let's get it all the way around. So they are changes as good as the rest. What think you of that? Maybe just by looking at it, maybe rubbing your hand over the screen or something might bring you some good news. Let me know if you get some good news just by looking at that. We'll just pop them aside for now. No, somebody's get a bit of good news. Got the witch runes here. So there's not 24. They're not the runes as you'd call them. The Fothark, the Germanic runes. They're the witches runes. So they are. There's 13 of them. And I'll pull a few out, maybe past, present, future, and draw them. Normally we cast them. I normally cast them in this casting tray here, as you see. But we just got a candle going and things, and we'll just draw them out and see if anybody who needs any help, we can just do that. So we're here to help, of course. That's the general idea. And maybe we could put the kettle on and make a cup of coffee. So what I'll do, I think, just while I'm just off doing that, we'll there's my set. There's well, I'll just place one of these Buddha amulet cards here on the deck, and if you I don't know, rub your hand over, rub your finger over it or something, or ask Lord Buddha for the gold there, the money. Maybe you too will receive a bit of good news as I did. Yes, it's all very strange, isn't it? But as I said, after I got these, there was a letter on the doorstep with them. Maybe it was because it was a Monday, and all the letters and things pile up, and there was good news due anyway. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think of that? So that's that. And then, of course, as I said on the other side there, we just got some sacred text there. I don't know if that's a blessing or something. As far as I know, it's a blessing. So it's protection as well, isn't it? So maybe after just even seeing the card there, you are in for some good news as well. It's the energy, isn't it? It's about energy. Maybe there's a charge on it, like a battery or something. Buddha energy, as you could call it. So now I'll go and put the kettle on, and we'll make a brew, whilst others may be watching or not. At the moment, it seems there's more not watching than there are. I've got to got it on something. I don't know if that's some sort of instruction from YouTube there. I've set the things so it's not for kids, whatever that means. I thought, well, I'll just do that anyway. Then it doesn't matter, does it? It covers for yourself, I suppose. So there, what do you think of that? A Buddha amulet card, bringing forth gold, money, wealth. Maybe. Usually things like that happen if you need it, if it's needed. If there is the need, then the magic will work. The energy will vibrate, but of course, it's not needed, then who knows? I noticed there was the symbol of the snake there. The snake, of course, or the king cobra, or the angel snake, the royal serpent symbolizes wealth and is a bringer of money and wealth. So maybe Lord Buddha may bless you also. Rub your finger on your screen where this is situated, and let us know what happened or not, as the case may be. I don't know. Right, I think I'll go and put the kettle on, and just go and see what's going on while that's supposed to be maybe doing its work or something. And then we'll be doing some rune readings. In a moment. So I shall. I'm just using one of those little butane gas stoves for coffee because of the shysters who are governing us at the moment want us to. They're using the economy as a weapon, because of course I suppose really we can't use nuclear on one another because we'll kill one another off. In the UK, we've victimised the sick and disabled and blamed them for the downfall of the economy. Hitler previously blamed the Jews. They were to blame for the downfall of the German economy, weren't they? It's usually some minority group they can pick on and can't fight back. Usually, they can try and make everybody hate or something. I don't know. Anyway, that's at the moment though the latest thing is the economy. And of course, Russia and that, they use chemical wars warfare weapons, don't they? They use chemicals to fight war, whereas the Chinese, not old China or the traditional China, as you could call it, but the communist bunch of morons, this left-wing sort of communism. It's just back again. So I just had to mute the microphone. Well, just a moment. Just making a. I was just on about the weaponization. How China weaponized. Russia used chemicals. And China using biological germ warfare, aren't they? The Wuhan Institute of Virology. And of course the UK, to get its own people, they use the economy. They weaponize the economy. And that's what's being done at the moment globally, isn't it? Using the economy. We can't use nuclear, of course, because that will kill everybody. So we have to weaponize the money side of things. What a shame, isn't it? That we've lowered ourselves to those standards, that we can't be better than that. Of course, with China and the biological thing, I suppose really it's the new China, isn't it? It's the communistic. It's the communists or whatever you call them. It's not really China as such, is it? It's not the old China that we recognise. It's a horrible. But the people are okay about it and won't rise up against it. So I tend to think, well, then they're all to blame. Am I generalising? Am I in the right or wrong for that? I don't know. What do you think? But I thought, oh, horrible thing. Anyway, I thought we were all going through these hard times and maybe need guidance or insight, maybe from a higher sort of thought, well, not higher, but certainly a different source than the source that's trying to control us at the moment. And I've been experimenting with various things, but of course, to get insight, we need to use basic divination, which is what we've got here. We've got some runes, witches' runes, not the Thothark as we would like to think, but there's 24 of them, isn't there? There's 13 of these witches' runes. I think. I think the gas is run out. I think we need to put a new canister on there. I'm using because the economy is being weaponized in such a way. I'm not using the grid like an electric kettle or something. I'm using this these butane type things. I don't type it is. So they're butane gas canisters. Oh, that's added. It's empty. So we're going to put a new can there, a fresh can, and it's dirt cheap, of course. The butane is. Well, I suppose it was until those the powers that be find out that people are doing it, and they'll make sure the price of that goes up as well. So I've got myself a stockpile at 18 months, 2 years supply there. Well, two years, because 28 cans last me 18 months, and it's 40 quid, $40, as you'd say, for argument's sake, which is far cheaper in the long run than all this ridiculous bullshit that's been weaponised with the grid energy that's being used against us at the moment. I don't know what point they're trying to make by doing that. Well, it's scarce. It's only scarce because the supply is being cut off or whatever. But I don't know what they have to gain from that other than losing elections, which the government in the UK is about to do. That's why it won't go to the polls yet. But anyway, maybe you're surviving in some way. I've got solar for lighting and things like that, you know. So it's not about, I suppose, beating the system. It's just about being a bit savvy, I suppose the word you could call it. But when they're using the economy against you, you've got to try and fight back in your own way, haven't you? So anyway, let's put the kettle on that fresh can of gas there, so it'd be nice and hot. Although it burns at the same temperature, of course, whatever, however much gas there is left. And anyway, as we're here, supposed to be doing free psychic readings, that's the whole idea. Psychic readings are free, they don't cost anything. Just one moment while I just go out of range. Right. Maybe you heard that, maybe you didn't, I don't know. I'm back in range again now, the headset. It's just I went to the wheelie bin. It's actually just by the front door where the headset goes out of range. Oh, we've got a boiling kettle there. It's a very low setting, so maybe that's what it is, because I've got the gas on low, but it's, of course, butane gas as opposed to coming off the grid, or I am burning. I'm treating myself to an electric light at the moment, although we're using solar primarily, which costs nothing for lights. And the price of whistling cap, and with a whistling kettle for ages. I like it because if you're on, as I say, sitting on the computer or doing something, you can hear the kettle go off. Whereas an electric one just turns itself off, doesn't it? And then you go back and you find it turned off 10 minutes ago, which isn't much good. But with the whistle, of course, it speaks to you, doesn't it? In fact, it's got its own life to it. Anyway, that's that. And I've got these for reading tonight. We've got cards and things like that, tarot cards and things. But I thought we'll use these witches' runes, not the runes as we say, not like the Germanic, you know, the Viking runes, but witches' runes. I suppose the gypsy symbols. Although actually, there's no such thing as a gypsy. Well, we won't go into that. The fact that they weren't from Egypt, the peddlers, the dark-skinned peddlers from the east, were not from Egypt, so they're not gypsies at all. They were from India. But we don't go into that. But I just like the gypsy thing, calling it gypsy anyway, although we know they don't exist. It's a bit like believing in God when you know that doesn't exist as well, sort of thing. But laughing and joking apart, there we're here anyway. So we're back here. I don't know if there's any viewers. I don't know what it is. If there's anybody out there that needs any help, but we're here. I just thought we'd sit around just for a while, just to see. And I thought, oh, we've got this Buddha amulet card here. I don't know if you can see that. It's just got the Buddha with some gold. gold ingots there, just to the energy of it. Carry it on your person or whatever. And it's got a bit of sacred text, a Buddhist blessing on the back there. Maybe that, if you rub your finger over it or look at it or something, maybe that can give you some energy. I don't know. I'll just place that there. And I've been just trying to do things there. I have noticed, as I said before, when they were delivered on Monday, there was a letter on the doormat with them. Although they took a long time to arrive, these cards, there was a letter on the doorstep with a bit of good news. I thought, oh, I wonder, what do you think? Obviously, you don't think much at the moment because there doesn't seem to be anybody there, although I don't know if there are any viewers or not. I'm just trying to look at what's going on here. Well, we've been broadcasting now for 21 minutes. I've never been on here 21 minutes, 2 minutes and 10, 21 bloody minutes I've been on here and nobody's come on. It looks as though maybe nobody needs help at the moment. And that's fair enough, that's a good thing. If nobody needs help, then that's okay, isn't it? We can sign out and maybe pop back later. And we'll see. Maybe everybody's okay, but just for now, then, we'll keep everything on standby here with these witches' runes, and we'll now put this this Buddha amulet card here. We'll just pack it away with the rest of them, and maybe if you've seen it or rubbed your finger on the screen where its energy is, maybe you too will be in for some good news. Let's hope so. I'll just put that back there just for now, just back in there like that, just for now, and then we'll we'll just settle that down and probably pop back later. And try and do some readings later on, maybe, with these witches' runes here. These gypsy symbols. I rather like them. I usually do one-to-one readings or one-on-one readings with them. So there we go. It looks as though nobody on YouTube seems to be in need of help, which is a good thing. That's a good thing, isn't it? Maybe. So until maybe just next time, we shall pop in again, maybe on the hour. It's just about midnight now here in the UK, 10 minutes to midnight. So we'll probably pop back at 1 o'clock or something, give it another hour. And then if there's nothing, there's nothing. And that means everybody's okay and nobody needs help. If spirit intends you to receive help, you will be guided to the right place. So for now, all the best to you, whoever you are, wherever you are, and stay well, go well, stay well, until maybe next time. Love is the law, love is the bond. Merry did we meet, merry do we part, and merry may we meet again.